Hello everybody and welcome back to AlexElliottGolf. Today I am bringing you an inside scoop of how I think they're going to play the 6th hole here at the British Masters. 6th hole here is probably one of my favourite holes. I played here before at Hillside, and this is actually probably one of the tighter tee shots you can see out here at Hillside, but one of my favourite holes. So let's take you through it and take you through how I think the pros are going to play it. So it's a par 4, 444 yards. As you can see here, we've got trees down the left and we've got trees down the right. This is why I think it's one of the tighter holes and tighter tee shots. Now, the prevailing wind usually plays into us here. So the key off the tee is trying to get it down this right-hand side, but ultimately we don't want to flirt with these trees. So just right centre is the perfect line. So if you can see this big tree here, we're looking for a position which is just around here, which is just where Matt's hit it. Let's take a look down here and see the rest of the hole. So walking down this hole from the tee, we're just actually leaving the end of the tee now. You can see how it actually starts to open up. Trouble on the left, but it's a lot more open down that right hand side. So you can see Matt there in the middle there, absolutely perfect position, just right of centre. Now, just being just right of centre is actually really favourable here because it's actually a little bit of a slight dog leg to the left. Slight dog to the left, down the right hand side will really open it up, give you a chance for a relatively medium to long iron into the middle of this green. So actually moving this ball to the right centre really opens up the rest of the hole, but also makes it a little bit of a bigger target and taking that miss off to the left. The other good thing about this week, the actual rough is not that thick. Usually in previous years when we've had an open qualifying here or other things, this rough is really penal. This week it's not so bad. So ultimately the fairways become a little bit bigger. It's a little bit softer as well, making them even bigger. So there's going to be a premium, not as much of a premium to hitting the fairways here this week because the rough's not as penal and it's not as fast and fiery. So you can see Matt there, perfect, just right of centre. If we pan back to the tee now, this is where we teed it off from. Trying to keep it just down this right of centre, which is going to really open up this 6th green here at the British Masters. And there you go, you can see the green now. This is the rough on the right, and even with the spectators here, it's going to become a little bit even more trampled down. So like I said before, it's not as firm as the people would expect, and the rough isn't as penal, making it not as much of a premium to hit these fairways here this week here at the British Masters. So have you ever wondered how they actually work out their yardages? I'm going to talk you through that right now here on the 6th. So as we come up to here now, you can see that we've got this little cross here. It's going to come into focus now. So this little cross correlates to a number in a book. We can paste on or off that to give us a yardage. The books even have slope on them, so adding numbers or taking away numbers, ultimately each shot becomes a flat shot because it tells you how much you got it uphill or downhill, which makes it even easier to try and create these numbers. Now, what I would say here is these numbers are very good to have and makes it good to have in the book, but you've got to know your numbers to make actual use of them out here. So we're approaching the green now, and I think I'm going to show you from where we teed back from. The tee box is all the way back there. So you can see here how it's quite a narrow funnel to begin with. Want to be up this right hand side from the players off the tee, which really opens up this green here, and it's quite a small green. So open up that green will give them a really good chance of hitting it close here this week. This is the reason why one of my favourite holes. You can see off to the right of this, left of this green here, it all slopes away. Now as this week goes on here, this greens might get a little bit quicker. So the tight flags to certain areas might allow little kind of falls, and some people could get unstuck because of this. So approaching the green, like I said, this is hidden from the tee and a slight dog leg to the left. You've got two bunkers here, and a bunker over this left hand side. So there's real premium for hitting this green, and missing left here could leave a tricky shot, and also these bunkers are fairly deep. So middle of the green here might be a good play for every single flag and not getting unstuck around here or messing around with this back edge because it's going to be quick coming back towards the camera. So the tee was right over here. This is why you wanted to play up to the right hand side of the fairway if possible, opening up this green, looking back from the tee. So let's move on to the 7th now, and let's see what the pros are going to face this week at the British Masters. Now on to the 7th, let's have a quick look at it. Par 3, 170 yards from the back tee. Now what faces the players here on the 7th at the British Masters? So this is a look from the 7th tee here. You've got the trees around the back, we've got a bunker short left, and then 3 that run the length of the green on the right hand side. So when we get the pin on the back right, potentially during the weekend, these bunkers could catch a few of the players out because they play a little bit longer on that carry in order to get to that back flag. Middle of the green is just right where this flag is today, so that could be a popular spot for most players here this week. So this is a look from the 7th tee here. You've got the trees around the back, we've got a bunker short left, and then 3 that run the length of the green on the right hand side. So when we get the pin on the back right, potentially during the weekend, these bunkers could catch a few of the players out because they play a little bit longer on that carry in order to get to that back flag. Middle of the green is just right where this flag is today, so that could be a popular spot for most players here this week. Just been speaking to Matt here again about the course this week. Now, he's thinking that with a bit of rain due tomorrow, so it's Pro-Am day tomorrow on the Wednesday, I think it's going to play even a little bit softer, making these fairways a little bit wider, so potentially not seeing the fast running conditions we usually see on the links courses. Now, that means it's going to be a little bit easier to chip if you're short-sided. Generally, makes it play a little bit easier here out on the links golf course. So, 7th hole here, we've got bunkers short left and 3 that run down that right-hand side. Let's give you a closer look. So here, approaching it, 7th, we've got those 3 bunkers that run alongside it on the right hand side, and this one that's short left, making it a tricky little hole here. So as a look back from the tee here, this flag's in the front here today, the practice ground. You've got the 3 bunkers that run up the right hand side from here, and then you've got that front bunker over here. Important to note here that as we're walking it today, you can see that there's hardly any wind, if not nothing at all. So I think those conditions will probably change as we go through the week, and as they do change, this course will start to toughen up, and I think the wind has to get up because it's playing so soft underfoot and the greens are relatively soft for a links golf course. British Masters on the 6th and the 7th, as well as I think about how I think they're going to play it. So ultimately favouring down the right hand side off the tee on the 6th, and then trying to ultimately play middle of the green there because it's relatively short, small green, so giving them a relatively short putt from every angle. And then on the next hole, depending on the flag, I think people get quite aggressive into a middle short flag, but then towards a back right flag, potentially going to be more of middle of the green. There you have it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more of this inside the ropes content from the European Tour. Thank you for watching Alex Elliott Golf.